Here we go, sports fans, and congratulations, you've picked the winning wager. I'm Stan the Man, your number one fan, and momentarily I'm going to be giving you the list of winning wagers for week 5 of the NFL season. But before we begin, I'd like to ask you to please hit the like and subscribe buttons so we can continue to give you the winning wagers on a weekly basis. By the way, double congratulations if you were with us last week because you went 11-2 in Sunday's games. Yeah, that's 11-2 against the spread. That's a pretty healthy batting average no matter what the sport. How do we do it, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked because I'm going to tell you. We have a very unique, unconventional method that we call the winning way, and the winning way does not consider any of the traditional handicapping analytics. For instance, we do not take into consideration home field advantage, nor coaching styles, nor coaching preferences, nor team trends, injuries, inclement weather conditions, none of that. It's very unique and very different and has been very successful. In fact, it's proved to be significantly more successful than traditional handicapping analytics. All right, without any further ado, let's begin week 5 with Thursday night's action. We've got Tampa Bay at Atlanta. The winning wager for this game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 2.5 at the Atlanta Falcons. We like Tampa Bay, and what we really like is with Tampa Bay getting 2.5, it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and make them plus 3.5, just in case the Falcons squeak out a win with a field goal. All right, we got a lot of action on Sunday, as we usually do. The early games include a game all the way over in London, which will begin at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It's the Minnesota Vikings against the New York Jets. The winning wager, the Minnesota Vikings minus 2.5 against the Jets. Another early game that we have no pick on is Carolina at Chicago. The Panthers are catching 4 points in that game, but our method says stay away from that game because there's no clear-cut winner against the spread. In such case, we just simply put that game aside and say we're going to pass on that because we like to take the gamble out of gambling. We're not going to flip a coin about some game that our method does not have a clear-cut winner on. All right, in other early games, the winning wager is the Baltimore Ravens minus 2.5 at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Ravens minus 2.5 at Cincinnati. Another early game that we like, the Miami Dolphins minus 1 at New England. Take the Dolphins minus 1. You might want to play them on the money line, which might be the best way to go on that. Another early game, we've got the Washington Commanders, the red-hot Washington Commanders, in fact, minus 3.5 at home against the Cleveland Browns. In this game, if you want to buy a point for the Commanders and take them from minus 3.5 to minus 2.5, in case they just win by a field goal, you'll still cover. Two more early games. One of them is the Indianapolis Colts catching 2.5 at the Jacksonville Jaguars. We had both games last week were winners for us, both the Colts and the Jaguars, but there's only going to be one winner between those two teams this week. We like the Indianapolis Colts plus the 2.5, and again, doesn't hurt to go ahead and buy that extra point and make the Colts plus 3.5 in case Jacktown wins at home with a field goal. All right, 4 late games on Sunday. We have picks for each one of those games. 2 games beginning at 4:05 Eastern Time. One of those is the Las Vegas Raiders plus 2.5 at the Denver Broncos. We like the Raiders plus the 2.5. Another opportunity to go ahead and buy a point and get the Raiders to 3.5 in case the Broncos kick a field goal or win by a field goal in the Mile High City. You'll still be a winner with the Raiders plus 3.5. At any rate, the Raiders plus 2.5, buy the point, get them to 3.5. We like that. Another game that starts at 4:05 Eastern Time will be the Arizona Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers. The Cardinals are catching 7.5 points. We like the Cards plus 7.5 at the 49ers. So there's another winning wager for you. 2 late games, if you will, both starting at 4:25 Eastern Time. One of them is the Green Bay Packers at the Los Angeles Rams. The Packers are laying 3.5 points. We like the Packers in this. That's the winning wager here. Again, you could buy a point and take the Packers from -3.5 to -2.5. That way, if the Packers win by a field goal, you're going to cover on that spread. One more late game at 4:25 Eastern Time. The Seattle Seahawks are playing host to the New York Giants. The winning wager is the Seattle Seahawks minus the 6.5 points at home against the Giants. Now for Sunday night, we've got the big Pittsburgh-Dallas game. The Cowboys traveling up to the Pittsburgh Steelers to play the Steelers. We like the Steelers minus 2.5 against the Cowboys. No need to buy a point there. Just take the Steelers minus the 2.5. We think that they're going to, all indications are the Steelers will win by at least a field goal, if not more. The Monday night football game features the two-time defending world champion Kansas City Chiefs at home against the New Orleans Saints. The Chiefs are laying 5 points. We like the Chiefs in this game. The winning wager, Kansas City Chiefs -5 Monday night against the New Orleans Saints. Well, that will wrap it up for Week 5 of the NFL season. As always, we appreciate your viewership. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button. Good luck and have a great week. We will see y'all next time.